Get on this podcast side real quick. No doubt, no doubt. It's your boy the Joker Overlook MC. We live on 514 Online Mix. We live on a podcast on YouTube on IBP Media Group. Go ahead and subscribe right now. We live on Twitter too, also, and on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do. But I definitely got to give a special announcement, not really announcement, but really a celebration because this is the year anniversary that me and Caleb Bishop recorded The Punisher, and I released it on the 30th of October, but we recorded it and had it done by this day. And you know what I mean? And it's time to go ahead and make it do what it do. Buffalo MCs, upstate New York. This is produced by my man B Frankie out there in the UK. One of my producers, I'm planning on doing some more stuff with him and all that, you know. So you know, check this out, y'all. The Joker Overlook MC featuring Caleb Bishop.
B Frankie.
You hit the head, then the body falls. Came in the game just to change the whole monologue. The killers with me just to spark something. Paid the lookouts to look out in case the narcs coming. I got them tighter than a muscle shirt. Fiends hate the 12-12s, they love it when I dump the work. You see, I started with a double up. I mixed the coke with the soda, then I watched it bubble up. Cooking up. I chirped my plug on the next tail. Had the best deals in the coke color eggshells. See, nowadays I gotta sit calm. Had to diss song cause my rap sheet was this long. Fuck 'em. See, my youngest hold the plastic. Dead cock and blast it. Then drop the gun and acid. Get away. Dope lines from the coastline. Whole time we hold nines and never needed cosigns. Right.
716, here, it's the Punisher. Yeah, that's what we do. Caleb Bishop, that's what we do, It's the Punisher, this is what we do, yeah. It's the Punisher, this is what we do, Dolo, on my ground without a goon. The block, with no socks, I'm on coon. It's time for me to re-up. Drunk off the 40, I can barely stand up. Hold on to something, Catch the bus to Fillmore. Homicide last night, that's why they call it Gilmore. Plotting to disappear. Hit the train tracks, never like hitting Goodyear. Come on, like the seagulls just to get bread. School 44, parking lot just to get ed. Hold up. She swaddled all the kids. Coming home with the heavy chrome, did a bid. Coming home, y'all. These games I don't play. You know I got them hands on ice like Rob Ray. Got them skills. Cause I'm a Buffalo Saber. This is back in the day, cell phones and pages. 716. Here, it's the Punisher. Yeah, that's what we do. Caleb Bishop, that's what we do. Awesome. It's the Punisher, this is what we do, yeah. It's the Punisher, this is what we do,
Yeah. Yeah, it's the anniversary right there of The Punisher. You know, we recorded this joint a year ago today. I released it at the end of October. You know what I'm saying? So I had to, remind y'all there. And we had and also far on Spotify, we had over 16K streams. My goal was to hit 30 for the anniversary of the track. So make sure y'all go to Spotify, fill y'all playlist and do what it do. It's one of my first songs since I pretty much reset it to do music and all that. And and I got my co-host in the building.
Good morning. I was back there jamming. I was backstage jamming. What?
Yeah. I had to throw that up in there because I seen it on my feeds of me in the studio and all that, and I got the email from the verse from Caleb Bishop, and I was excited, and so that gave me a reminder. This is the anniversary of the song right here, so I had to
happy anniversary!
Happy anniversary on that track right there. We have 16K streams right now.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? One going on in oh no, it'd be a year since I released it in the platform. That's October 30th on Halloween. So hopefully we can go get the 30 before the 30th. You know what I'm
Let's
saying?
push those
31st.
numbers up. Go ahead and stream. Let's
Yeah, go
push
ahead and
those
do it.
numbers up.
Yeah, and I got to give you your flowers right now because I love your content
Thank you.
on IG.
Thank you.
You know, I gotta give you your flowers, your golden flowers right now, cause you know you put a lot of passion. I can see you put a lot of passion into it, and every time I see it, it reminds me. I be going now. I'm always going through something when I see it. Like God always know what to put, in front of my face when I'm working on something or I'm struggling for a short just to figure out what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do things, and what I'm saying, working on my marketing skills and all that. And your content is so amazing. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to go ahead and follow my sister, you know what I'm
Oh,
saying, Vic Green in her podcast page on IG. You know what I'm saying? Think and Grow with Vic Green podcast. So make sure y'all go ahead and follow her because her
yeah.
content is very powerful.
Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate that. That is the goal. That is the intention. Because I know myself, I suffer with depression and anxiety. You know what I mean? Like these are things that I have to battle. I'm aware of my battle. So I for me, it's like if I'm battling these things, I know there's other people battling these things. So let me uplift myself and others. Who's
Yeah,
ever following the Vet Green page and the Think and Grow with Vet Green page. That's what you're going to get from me. A
yeah,
lot of motivation.
yeah. I mean, it's motivation, it's inspiring. It's it's also a push on, keep pushing on type of vibe. Like, you know what I mean? Don't give up on yourself, you remind people to love yourself. Because I ain't gonna front. Now, sometimes I forget to love myself sometimes
Hmm.
times of the day. So when I'm going through my mental illness, I forget to love myself at that moment.
It's easy to. We're so used to. You know what struck me as I once I began the self development journey for myself. We are so kind to others, and we give other people grace. Like we will, for people will do us so dirty, and we're so forgiven to them, but
Yeah,
we are not forgiven to ourselves. We will do ourselves horrible. Like self-sabotage is so real, and we do ourselves so dirty. But the people who have hurt us,
mhm,
Eklund, the people that have hurt us,
mhm.
we'll forgive them, give them first, second, third, 15th chances.
Right.
But ourselves,
Yeah,
what?
you're right. You're right. I'm hard on myself in a lot of areas of my life. Some areas
Hmm.
I got stronger on, which I'm surprised. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I know how to forgive on those who did me wrong more. But me, that's a tug of war for me. But every time I see your content, it gives me a reminder. It gives me a vibration, a positive vibration. It keep me in my lane. It keep me focused. It put me on the right path. I might slip a little bit off my lane a little bit. Soon as I see your content, give me right back in the lane. Like, oh, come on now, Joker. What you doing, big dog?
Wow,
You gotta,
thank you.
yeah,
You
you gotta
don't
step
know
your
how much
game.
that means. That means a lot to me. That means a lot. So, some people, I tell my friends, because I have people who motivate me as well, like yourself.
Yeah,
You motivate me. You teach me. I've taken the gems that I've gotten from you, and I'm applying them to my IG and all of that. But even the people who motivate need motivation. We need our flowers to let us know that we are walking in our purpose. So
yeah,
thank you for that this
yeah,
morning. I
yeah,
have not
yeah,
had my coffee, but that right there
yeah.
just, I don't even need
I have
it.
to give you flowers on that, man, because it
Thank
been,
you.
I had a, I say that because I had a rough night. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's the weather
It's,
or it's the vibration of the universe. I don't know what's going on, but I be mad for no reason. I'm
hmm
like, why I'm mad? Why I'm mad?
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Who nobody made me mad. Wife didn't make me mad. Nobody, you know what I mean? The dog didn't make me mad, but I take it out on them. Then I gotta step back and apologize. Like, hold up, like
Oh.
you out of pocket, homeboy. Like, what's going on? Like, And you know what I'm saying? And that, and seeing that, I just have to give your flowers on that because you really touch a brother. And every time I
Thank
get,
you.
I seen like 3 of your joints in a row. So
Oh, the
God makes
universe
sure.
was talking to you.
Yeah.
The
God was,
universe was talking.
yeah, the Most High was in a full effect right there. And I was like, okay, all right. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm not gonna take time to ask any questions, but I needed those. You know what I'm saying? I needed those, and
Mhm.
I had to give you flowers on that. So yeah, y'all follow my sister, man. She definitely
Yeah.
is it gets you motivated, and everybody's on 504 Online Mix. That's why I do the same thing in the morning show with the playlist I play in the morning and get people nice, energetic in the morning, get ready. Cause I know sometimes I ain't want to get up this morning. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, this morning I was rushing this morning. I woke up late.
Yeah, me too.
I
Me
woke
too.
up late.
I'm in the edge of the bed, just looking at the door like, yeah, I ain't gonna, I gotta get up and do something. The door ain't gonna do nothing for me.
Right, right. I gotta get up.
You know
That
what I'm
door.
saying? I mean, so what I'm looking at the door for? Like, what I'm saying? What you doing? You know what I mean? I sat there for like 8 minutes. You know what I mean? Let me get myself together, go ahead and,
Right.
wash my face, brush my teeth, and get my day going. Cause
And get it together.
let me get
Get
myself together.
yourself
Yeah,
together.
it was one of those days today. It felt like a Monday, but it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
I
felt like
have the show tonight. Oh my
yeah.
goodness. We're
Oh yeah, yeah.
talking.
Talk
I
about
have
that.
to.
Talk about that real quick.
Yeah, so
What's the
we're
show tonight?
tonight on Think and Grow with Vet Green. We're talking about trending topics, but we're also talking about what's love got to do with it. Like
Right.
what's love got to do with anything that we go through. We allow we it's the emotions of love that we get so attached to that sometimes we can't even think straight and we make so many mistakes and we allow certain things to happen and we don't dig into that gut feeling or what do you call it that feeling that we have. What do you say that sometimes that women have?
Intuition.
Intuition,
Yeah.
yes, bro. The intuition.
Awesome.
Sometimes that intuition is so strong, but we don't listen to it. And we
Yep.
get ourselves in trouble. And it's like, oh, but I love him or I love her. We've all been through those relationships.
Right.
It's like, oh, I love them. No, you need to
Mhm.
start thinking.
Yeah, that's why I love that part with DMX where he said, "I love my baby mama. I'll never let her go." That was me.
That was you.
That was me when DMX said that. So he talking to me right there.
Oh
You know what
no,
I
no,
mean?
well, you shouldn't be. Or
Yeah.
you doing him wrong, or she doing you wrong. You
Yep.
know what I
Yep.
mean? It's just
Yep.
like it's an emotional attachment that we become addicted to,
Yeah.
and it's not even the person. Like the person could be doing you so dirty, and it's like, oh, I love them so much, and it's like, do you really? Do you?
Yeah.
If you really sit down with yourself and ask yourself, is this person making you happy?
Exactly.
And you start checking off the boxes, then you
Right.
see it's really the emotion that you're attached to. It's not even the person. This person has done you so wrong, or you've done that person wrong,
Yeah.
And it's
That's
like, I
right.
don't want to let them not go because it's mine, it's mine, it's mine.
That's
No.
right. That's right. Been through it. Been there, done that. That's gonna be a good a show to let people know where they can listen to your
Yeah.
podcast tonight and what
So
time
you
and everything, so everybody can tune in.
Yeah, of course, of course. Thank you for that. So make sure you download the Evening Rush app. The Evening Rush Network is DA Evening Rush app, the Evening Rush Network app. Or you can also go on YouTube on the Evening Rush Network's YouTube page and find us, and on Facebook as well, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys tap in, call in. Come join the conversation on Think and Grow with Vet Green. We're talking about what's love got to do with anything? What's
Yeah,
love really got to do with
yeah,
anything?
yeah. I tuned in last night with the Rail show last night. They had a good conversation. It was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, they are
I
a good
tuned in
group,
last night, man. I had a little free time, and then they had some amazing topics, man. And them brothers is funny, boy. They had me. They
aren't
took me
they?
last night.
They are funny. They are funny.
Yeah,
I
they
missed my
was funny.
shows last night. I usually tune into those.
Yeah,
Queens of NYC. That's one of my faves on
yeah,
the Evening Rush Network. Rails Relaxation Hour as well.
yeah,
TL Mac Fitness is a good show. He's so knowledgeable If you ever have questions about losing weight or just nutrition and just bodybuilding, he's
Yeah,
so knowledgeable.
yeah, I
So
gotta check him
that's
out.
another show. I think he comes on Wednesdays, if I'm not sure. But you
Yeah,
can also catch up on his past shows and message him. He's helped me with some things.
yeah,
As far as nutrition and eating well. I'm going to have him on the show in October. He has a um, very uh, passionate story about
yeah,
his journey to
right.
health. To
Yeah,
health.
yeah, I work all the time. I'm always I go to the gym about every other day or almost every day sometime to catch up. I went to the gym yesterday. I did legs and I'm always watching them videos and stuff on my I follow a lot of IG fitness stuff. Keep me in
Mhm,
tune, like different things I can do, different exercises I can use. I can change up instead of doing the same routine. Um, even on what to eat, when to eat, what I'm saying, what's the best time to eat, what type of pre-workout food to eat, stuff like that. I'm always in tune with different smoothies. I love smoothies. Different type of
mhm,
smoothies you can have that's good to take the fat that's between your legs and the little fat hanging. They got a certain
mhm,
things smoothie for that, certain smoothie for belly fat,
mm,
certain smoothie for to get that chin. You know what I mean? It's different things that you can drink in the smoothie that can help those particular things. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I'll be checking out those smoothies. They be good too.
Do,
They
do
be good
you
too.
you what about Dr. CB? Do you subscribe to what he was talking about? It makes sense to me. I'll
Oh yeah,
just say that.
he's a mastermind, man. They trying to stop that documentary that Nick Cannon gonna do on him, but um the government didn't like him because he was telling the truth. Um,
Mhm.
they knew that he was telling the truth, but it was gonna mess up their resource money off of the drug administration,
Pharmaceuticals.
yeah, stuff like that. It's a lot of things that you can eat that will lower your high blood pressure. Certain things you can eat that will get you off that medication of diabetes.
Mhm.
You can stop sticking yourself. It's all types of foods and roots and stuff and things to keep the man's testosterone where it need to be,
Mhm.
keep the
Women's
woman's
too,
balance.
estrogen.
Yeah, yeah, keep the woman's balance on her skin, her pH balance down to her eyes, her hair, you know what I'm saying? Really, really,
Mhm.
he got so much stuff, and, yeah, I follow a lot of his stuff. I think a lot of his they took a lot of his stuff off of YouTube, of course,
Yeah.
since he passed, but, you can still do research on certain sites. They still got some stuff on them, but I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with that Nick Cannon documentary, but they trying to stop him from putting that out because it's a lot of information, and
Mhm.
and I think he might be going independent on it and doing it in himself on the underground level because a lot of these networks is not letting him from
Yeah,
becoming
and
Hulu
Nipsey Hussle was going to assist with that before his passing, before
Yeah,
his
that's what Nick Cannon
untimely
took over
death.
Nick Cannon took over
Mhm.
after, Nipsey, and, he talked to his family, he went on hand and got the rights of everything, and they let him continue, but I don't know what's going on with it. I can't wait if it do come out. He might get it to where it can be Netflix ready, but come out with a book to where it can give you more information. That'd be the best way, because if you wanna hide something from somebody, put it
Put
in the
it in
book.
a book. That
Yeah,
is when I heard that, I was like, "Oh my god." And then I thought about and that is so true. That's why
yeah,
they've hidden so much information from people such as myself because a lot of us suffer from reading comprehension and things of that nature, but you have to do your research, open your mind, and know that everything that you've been told does not equate to the truth. You
right,
have to go
right.
and search for your own truth.
Yeah, yeah, that's what to say. If you wanna hide something from anybody in the inner city, put it in the book.
Yeah,
You know what I
and that's
mean?
sad to say.
Or now it's getting to the point now, even though they're taking a lot of stuff off of Google, if you wanna hide something from somebody, put it on Google because people are still lazy to go Google, and that's in the palm of your hand.
Some people would rather get the information from other people, like word of mouth. And
Yeah,
it's like I don't trust that what everybody's saying. I want to do my own research, just like the preacher tells you. A
right.
good preacher he'll preach to you, but he'll also tell you where to go and research that information yourself.
Mhm. Right. exactly. One of my mentors, my man, Mr. Will, one of my first mentors, besides my man DJ Tuck out there in South Carolina. Even back then, like 2004, he was mentoring me. He was like, Google had all the information at that time. You can get any any information you want on the first 2 pages of Google.
Mm.
But he said, if you want that real information, what you want to get deep in, behind that information, page 8, 9, 10, 11. People don't go that far on the Google page.
Yes, that's so true. Because I learned that too. You gotta have a good mentor. He's
Yeah,
giving you some useful information.
yeah.
You can pay to have your ad or your business at the top of the search engine when you use Google. I even talked to a Google representative to market Think and Grow with Vet Green.
Mhm,
And if you pay them a certain amount each month, when a person does a search for something in your genre, if it's podcasting or if it's marketing or any type of whatever it is that you're doing, your content or your information is going to pop up first at the beginning.
mhm.
You have to scroll down. The ones below that the first one does not necessarily mean it's the best one. It's that they more than likely paid to have
Yeah,
their name or their business at the
that's
top.
right.
Keep going down.
Yeah,
Keep
yep.
going down.
Uh, because nine is my favorite number. So usually I do research,
Mm,
especially on stuff like for like government things or things that I do with the state. That's what I go to that page 9 all the time, and usually 80% of the time it be right on the head what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? And then I
mm-hmm,
go backwards and see where it start at, and then most of the time it start at 8 or 9. You know what I mean?
mm,
Most people Google, they go to the front, the first or the second page. Then us people on the internet, our time span is so short. We just give up and get discouraged. Like, okay, well, this ain't even on Google, and you keep moving.
mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff that's not on Google that people that I do my research on, that I bring to the show, and I tell people, you can Google it, but you're gonna have to research. When I say that word research, that means it's beyond page 1, 2, and 3. You gotta go to
Mm-hmm.
page 9, 10, 11, 12. Sometimes I did some research on some stuff I forgot what it was. I was on page 37
Mm,
on
yes.
Google, and then all these other little small little mom and pop websites come out with so much true facts information.
Yeah.
They have confirmation with people, confirmation comments in there that go to certain books to get in that you can go to the library and check out just to make sure you're getting the right information. They show you the facts and the proof while they're putting the comments in the situation on those websites. I love stuff like that. So you can
Yeah.
write that stuff down, go to the library, do the research for yourself, and then you're going to see it in the text. Like, okay, they was right on this right here. This it says right here from Doctor so and so. That he has confirmation from another doctor. And he has a confirmation from another book. And you keep going, keep going. So if you get confirmation 3 times in a row with 3 different types of resources, it got to be true.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause a lie don't last.
Yeah, you do you. The thing I also like is that you can get both sides. You can get the ones who agree and the ones who disagree, and then take it from there.
Yeah,
Take it
yeah,
from there.
yeah, yeah. It's a lot of that going on, but because like I
Hmm.
said, a lot of people do not do research. You know what I'm saying? They go by, it's good to get information from me. I know a lot of people that hit me up about music marketing, and they ask me where I getting this information from, and I take them to the source where I get the information from my mentor. Then they go
Hmm.
to him. Then guess what? If you want to learn more, you got to pay to take the class. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And then that's when they stop, and then they just take it from there. And say, "Oh, I don't believe him because I got to pay."
You have to. I
Like
am pay, like I was saying yesterday.
I
I am
pay
paying for a course now. I'm paying for a course now from Caden Consultant because
Mhm,
I know that what I need as far as to up level the business that I'm building, I need assistance. You have to pay.
mhm,
Stop thinking that you can't invest in yourself. If you, I'm telling you, if you invest in yourself,
mhm. That's right.
the Joker has a marketing class. If,
Yeah.
if you know that you are struggling in that area, go ahead and invest in yourself.
Mhm.
That little bit of change that you're going to spend, and I say little bit of change because the investment is so much greater. That
Yeah.
money that you put into yourself, you're going to get back. If you are serious about your business, if you're serious about marketing your music and your business as an artist, you have to understand that you cannot get anywhere without giving something. It's a small sacrifice. To
That's
me,
it.
that's a small
That's it.
sacrifice.
Because on my list for 2023, first thing I got on my list as far as business and knowing something better is learning YouTube marketing strategies, and I'm going to go to my mentors class,
Hmm.
Dorian, Group A2, out of Indianapolis. Man, I'm gonna take this course because I know he's gonna have a special on it for the new year. He always do. Because I know the original class is, I believe, is $1,000, but he usually does a New Year special for like $99,
Yep, that's
150 and stuff like that for that same course. And I put that on my list, number one on my list. When the new year drop, I want to learn more about YouTube digital marketing because that's the number one marketing funnel besides IG that's really taking it to a level to where you can make money on YouTube. Uh, uh, um, you can explore more. You can even know how to control the ads on other people's platform on YouTube. So I want to learn how to do that because I tried to do it myself. I took some of the tips he did. I see it. It makes sense, but then I get stuck at a certain point where, okay, this is where I got to take the class because I don't know where to go. I don't know what this mean. I don't know what to do with the biz and this and that. So he has a class for that and the secrets of how you can go pass through all that to where you can
hmm
still hit your audience and 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 get crazy subscribers, real subscribers are the people that's engaging with you and build whatever you're building on YouTube. And not I get a lot of it though, but I want to go further than that. You know what I mean?
hmm
It ain't enough. I'm still hungry. I'm still starving. You know what I mean? Right now, he just
hmm
giving me the appetizer and the samples. No, I want the entree now. So
yeah,
I'm gonna go ahead and go for the class. Beginning of the year, that's on my list. I'm gonna go ahead and do that 6-week course and sacrifice and just go ahead and get that knowledge and
yeah,
then I'm upgrade of what we doing on YouTube and then I'm gonna pass it
hmm
on to my brothers and my sisters that's in my circle, and we all gonna be booming. So,
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I'm I'm going to take one of those courses as well. I don't know if you remember Kurt Stevens. Um,
I'm familiar.
yeah, he's from Lackawanna also. His daughter, she has a course. Double Doses Marketing is the name of her business, but she also has a YouTube course
Mhm.
that I'm going to take. And she was doing a special for $99. So a lot of them out there understand that people don't have the funds, but they still want to assist them, provide some of the knowledge. And just some of the tips that she gave me as far as growing my own personal YouTube page
Yeah.
definitely have been helpful. She, as part of her package, I believe there's tips on how to use the tags. Now, that's something I didn't know about on YouTube.
Mhm.
There's tags that you can use, and you can also there's different methods you can use to go and see what other people who are also in your same genre doing the same thing that you're doing, the tags that they're using. So
Right.
there's so much that about YouTube that we don't know
Ah,
that
this
is
is
so
deep.
useful. And yeah,
This
you just
is
have to
deep.
pay to play.
Yeah, cause I be doing strolling and seeing what's going on, and then I see an ad pop up, and I know that Dorian talked about how them ads get in, because you get paid. He said you get paid from people putting ads on your page if you subscribe to the monetization.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And I know how to
mhm,
do that, but I wanna know how to do the network with the companies that's using the ad because your page is booming, they will put an ad on there where you get commission.
See, I
I'm like,
like that.
"What? That's good money." He said he's making, every month, he's making up to 10,000 or better a month off of YouTube.
Mm,
You know what I mean? And that's his full-time job. That's what he do. And then he
that's
does the
what's up.
classes, you know what I mean? He do the courses and he do the classes. That's his 9 to 5 now. He used to make money in his
Mhm.
sleep. You know what I mean? And he said, "I can spend time more with my daughter now. I can do more things. Me and my wife can go on vacation. I can still get paid while I'm on vacation." You know what I mean? And still in the hotel room, dip in and see what y'all doing and give y'all some questions and answers and do what he do. And I be seeing that, you know what I'm saying? Another one of my mentors is Jen the Guru. Follow him on IG, Jen the Guru. That's JENS the Guru, and he music marketing for him. That was one of my first mentors that I was talking with when he was live when IG was just popping, and he was giving me some free gems. But I didn't take his course. Like he was really, he's like when he live, he's like, "Yo, he said I see Joker on here. I already know he got questions." He said, and he'll give me enough answers where I didn't need the course because he seen the skills that I had. He was like,
Mhm.
he said, "Yo, he be on there, yo, Joker a beast. Like, he didn't even take my course. He already figured it out." You know what I'm saying? He said, "That's
You
awesome."
catch on quick.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I
Mhm.
said, yeah. And so he put a lot of artists on, a lot of them drill rappers and stuff that been, from Pop Smoke to he's behind a lot of those type of artists on the digital marketing movement before they got a deal and all that. So he is definitely another one to follow, to get some tips of certain things that he do. And he still to this day, when he go live once in a while, I jump in and he be like, "Yo, I'm seeing you, Joker." He's like, "I'm seeing you, dope. I'm seeing you, yo." He from Philly.
Okay.
He got a good spirit. He's very funny, and he up front. My mentor Dorian though, from group what is group 182. He, you know what I mean? He's aggressive with it. Like some people, he said, he said, "I don't believe in," people ask a question, he would say, "Ain't no such thing as a stupid question." He said, "Yes,
Mhm.
there is."
He said yesterday.
He said, he said, "That's the number one lie in business. Yes, it is a such thing as a stupid question." That's why I just said it. And
He keeps you on your toes.
yeah, keep me moving. But one thing I have a problem with too, and I hate to say this, and it's so true, and I believe pretty sure you can agree with me. Um, More I'm on the internet, and the more I just sit back and don't post and don't do nothing, I'm just on my stroll, just watching. There's a lot of ignorant, dumb folks on internet.
Oh my
They're
goodness.
the most dumbest. We got to be. This country's the most dumbest people ever. It got to
We
be.
we can definitely be out there. When the Buffalo massacre happened, I had posted it to my Instagram page.
Hmm.
Some I had went to Tops and interviewed some people and had some pictures and stuff.
Hmm.
Would you believe that some ignorance
Mm.
hopped in the comments and told me that it was fake and that it was staged? I just even now, just thinking about it, it's like, come on, everybody. You really have to do your research before you just be out there saying stuff. You really do, because it doesn't look good.
That
It
type of
doesn't
stuff
look
come on a
good.
handfuls though. It's not like it's sprinkled throughout the. It's back to back, back to back, back to back of people on the same level of stupidity. Like who? What? I mean, sometimes I just, you know what? Sometimes I do. Be Green Queen. Sometimes I just get off. I'm like,
Yeah, it's a
not
lot.
today, not today. I can't
It's
do
not today.
It's just so frustrating. Like, is we that dumb out here?
I refuse to
You
drink the stupidity tea.
you're right.
I refuse.
Sometimes I be looking at my wife. She was like, "What's wrong, babe?" I mean, like, these people is really on the internet straight stupid for real. Like for real, and we like this for real. Like,
Yes.
and I think to myself, and I talk to self. I'm like, self. I'm like, self be like, huh? And I be like, was I that stupid coming up?
Yeah, we were. You too, man. You know what? That's so funny. That's so good that you do that inner work and you talk to self,
Yeah,
because I say self, like self. You really were out here thinking like this for real, self, and
yeah,
self be like, hell yeah, you were.
yeah.
Now you can teach
And I
other
be like, and
people.
I be sitting back, just thinking to myself, like, I was in that wave like that. And knowing me, I was dead serious. Like, you couldn't convince me that I was dumb. You know what I'm saying?
You,
Yeah, that's a fact.
you
Like, you
stood
couldn't
on the stupidity.
you
Me
couldn't
too.
convince me. I don't care if I'm drunk. I don't care if we smoke. You can't convince me that I know what I'm talking about. I'm not that crazy. And then the back of your mind, you like, yeah, you crazy as hell.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Right, right. What'd you
You
say?
know what I
Knowing
mean?
you dead serious, bro.
Dead, I'll be dead serious. I'll be dead. You know what I mean? And then I look back about myself or where I come from, and I'll be like,
Mhm.
that was me.
Yes.
I mean, that was me all day. Like, no,
Man, I
don't.
remember the moment it happened where I felt like the bamboozlement was like, girl, like
Mhm.
all these years you've
All
been
these
believing
years.
the hype of the
Yep,
mess, the stupidity.
all day, all day. And so
Now you
when I be
know.
strolling and I be seeing these people on here, man, I be like, you know, y'all, and that's everything. That's from politics to
Mhm.
same with the situation that we had on the show. And I was talking about the old girl with the son with the mental illness.
Mhm.
People think that you can actually we thought this too because we was raised like this too. Beat it out of kids.
Yes.
That don't work. That
Yeah.
don't work.
Beat it out of them with anything you can find, and
Yeah,
and they're gonna be better. They're gonna know what they're gonna know that they did something wrong.
right. Now some whoopings, yeah, you can learn from.
Hmm.
80% of the time, no whoopings don't make you better.
Yeah.
It make you bitter.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But they'll make you
Hmm.
better. Like, I'm like, okay. Then the one dude was like, yo, he need his behind whoop. I would have put hands and feet on him. I say, okay, you put hands and feet on that young man. Then what's next?
Right. The problem's still there.
I'm like, what you gonna do? What's next? After you put hands and feet on him, you put the Mayweathers and you put the McGregory feet on him. Then what's next?
What's next? That's right.
And then he crookeds.
That's right.
He
And I,
didn't answer. He didn't answer the comment on that. What's next then, bro?
because he's just speaking off of experience, the things that was done to him, and not thinking. They're not thinking. It's like, oh, it's always been like this. Well, my mama beat me or my dad beat me. Yeah, but did it really help?
Right.
Did it really solve the issue?
No, it did not solve a certain like I said, some things to do, but most of the time, 80% of the time, it don't work because
Hmm.
that made I told mom, me and her, I'm older now, and when when we did have the relationship and everything, and we talked, I told her, I said I wasn't gonna let them teachers put their hands on me when they had the paddle. What?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you in school too. Remember that?
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, yeah. I told her straight. I said, look at here, ma. I said, remember back the day these do them paddles, and they used to whoop
Hmm.
out behind. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And every time, it happened, what happened? And she was like, "Yeah, you used to, yeah, you threw a chair, you did a couple teachers went to the hospital, and I had to go to court for this and that." I said, "Yeah, because I'd rather deal with the consequences and the whipping at home instead of letting these folks that I don't even know, that don't take care of me, don't feed me and clothe me, none of that, and have them put
Hmm.
their hands on me. You got to be out your meat rack." I said, "I take the whooping at home." I said, "I take any consequences. Got to be. I got to be kicked out of school. If I got to go to jail, I'm not gonna
Hmm.
let them folks. No."
I remember Miss King got me on the stage.
Yeah,
I still remember that. I must have been about 5 years old. She got me on the stage and whooped my butt with the paddle. I still remember that long brown paddle, that
yeah,
wooden paddle she had.
yeah. Kindergarten, I didn't really get it like that. First grade, second grade, third grade, I was getting it. At third grade, I was tired of those things. I'm like, man,
Mhm.
if they put their hands on me one time with that piece of wood, I'm going 8, I'm going 8-ish on y'all quick. I'm not doing
Mhm.
this. We're not doing
What?
this today. I said, I know I did wrong. Whatever I did, I understand and overstand. But you're not gonna put your hands on me. No, I let my mama do that. Send me home
Mhm.
then. Call my mom. Send
Mhm.
me home. I take that whooping. I'd rather deal with the leather strap than the wood.
Yeah, they were brutal when we were in
Yeah,
school.
yeah,
Like our kids didn't experience that, but we experienced that. That
yeah,
man, they were brutal, and I'm sure that there was some bias in there as well.
yeah,
Miss King, was black, but I'm sure that, even in that time, there was still bias. They,
Yeah,
you know, as black and brown kids, we were still looked at as menace to society.
that's right.
We were looked at. So when we did something wrong compared to our counterparts, we were looked at as really, really bad, unfortunately, you
I'm
know.
I'm gonna be 100 and be honest. Now, if I got a paddle whooping in school, but then you look like me, you came from the same place, but then you talk like grandma, you talk like auntie, you talk like big cuz or big sister. You talk like that to me after the fact, then I accept the discipline, but the knowledge of it because you came from the same place, that's a different type of vibration. You know what I mean? Because you could get like Mr. Smith, who grew up in the suburbs, okay, that always had a silver spoon in his mouth. You know what I mean? He got $1,500 gators on, a principal in the school, good education, never had those types of issues in his house. He grabbed that paddle. That's a different type of vibration because you're not from where I come from, bruh. You're not gonna put that paddle on me, and I don't feel that vibration. So guess what? I'm gonna pick this chair up and knock your eye out. And when I throw it, I'm gonna keep throwing them chairs. And yeah, and I'm gonna be dead serious, and I ain't gonna care what happened afterwards. That was my mindset. You know what I mean? And I told my mom that my mom just sat there was quiet, like, yeah, you did that. Like, you know, he was like, yeah, I was gonna let them folks. No, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm not doing that. And I knew you was prejudiced, you was racist on top of it, but I'm gonna let you hit me. And my mom said, you know, if they get a whooping, they gonna beat your behind. I said, okay, all right, ma, all right. I'm back of my head. I was like, all right, we'll see. You know, and I have to keep that. I have to stand firm in my belief because you know it's a difference between having somebody that you grew up with or look like you than somebody that never been through nothing. They got different issues. You know what I mean? Like Mike Epps said on the Mike Epps said on his show, he said, "This is black problems. You don't know nothing about this." You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And that's a fact. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You got your little white friends and stuff, man. This is black problems. You can't relate to me. We can relate on something else. We can relate on
Hmm.
sports. We can relate on playing ball. We can relate on drawing, or we can relate on. But what I'm going through, you can't relate to that. That's different.
Yeah. That's why it's so important to have when you have kids who are dealing with certain things at home. If you have not grown up like that yourself, you may not be aware of it. So it's so important to have people who come from similar backgrounds who are educating, who are our children educators, who are counselors, doctors, who are in schools such as Baker Victory, you
Yeah.
know, things like that.
Mhm.
We need people to advocate for us and our
Mhm.
children
Yeah.
who understand, overstand the things that we've gone through,
Yeah.
because a lot of people, a lot of our teachers may not have experienced homelessness or
Right.
experienced lack of food or experience, you know, utilities getting shut off. They have no idea, like, what, they're
Yeah.
going to sleep every night in their comfy bed, mom and dad at home.
Yeah.
But for us, many of us, we don't
Yeah.
have that experience. Many of us may not have even
Yeah.
grown up with the dad in the house,
Yeah,
the
man,
dad
I remember
around,
those
you know?
days. I remember boiling the water. It
Yes,
washed up.
to take a
Like,
bath.
yeah, take a bath. I remember washing the clothes in the sink,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and hanging
yeah,
them up, and I
the
mean
night
that time we had
before.
a heat off. That was the worst experience ever. Me being young, I didn't understand what was going on. I just knew that we was boiling water, and I never knew why because I was, I had a big sister that was also, also an influence like my mom. She was like my second mother, so it was like I just went with the flow, like, "Oh, this is what it's supposed to be." So I'm thinking that everybody in my class is boiling water and washing up.
Yeah.
I didn't ask them questions until when I got older. Then I was like, I was the only one that I know of that was going through that.
Hmm.
I thought that was the thing. You know what I mean? I think I was talking to somebody in my class, or a girl or something that was sitting next to me in my class in school. I think I was like fourth or fifth grade or something. And I told her, I got to get up in the morning, boil water, and she like, boil water. What
Mm.
y'all cooking? Why y'all washing up? What the? She couldn't understand.
Didn't
You know,
understand it.
she could relate. I'm like, and I'm thinking like, did I say something wrong? I'm like, so I changed the subject. So I didn't, I didn't, but I'm still thinking in the back of my head, what did I say wrong? And she gave me that look like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm
And
like,
that was
I
your
didn't know,
experience.
I didn't
Yeah,
know.
even the food. Many of us, we the only time we got food in the house is when it was food stamp time,
That's
and
right,
those food stamps had to stretch until the next time the food stamps came around.
right.
And
And
how often did the food stamps not stretch?
yeah,
How often were we at the pantries or
yeah,
standing in line? They called it the free cheese line growing up. How
yeah,
often were we doing that?
yeah,
Monthly. That
yeah.
can of pork, that can of beef, that big
I
thing
thought
of
that was normal.
normal.
I thought that was normal. I didn't think that was an issue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Being a young black man in America, I didn't know. I didn't know. I'm like, okay. I was like, but then when I do look at it, when I got older, I'm looking. My memory is coming to me being in those lines, and I didn't see a Caucasian in the line. I seen all black and brown. I see Puerto Ricans. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I
Mhm.
seen some people from Africa that moved here that's in line getting something to eat. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then
Yeah.
you see those commercials on Ethiopia back in the day, and then then you feel kind of grateful, like thank God.
Yes, that bro,
Yeah,
right? The bamboozlement, like
yeah.
we felt great. I'm sorry for interrupting. Finish your finish
That's
because that
okay.
right there,
Love it.
like it was the bamboozlement of that. First of all, they show us these pictures of Africa,
Yeah,
which yeah, that some of it is true,
yeah,
but there's also beautiful cities in Africa. There are waterfalls in Africa.
yep,
All of Africa is not poor with little kids running around with extended bellies because they're malnutrition
yeah,
and flies flying all around them. And then you look over to America and you look at us, and here we are. We feel like we're doing better because we aren't experiencing that.
mm,
Yet we're still in poverty
yeah.
because we have to depend on
Right.
these food pantries. We have to depend on the food stamps. We have to depend on the Medicaid. So it's like, oh, at least I'm doing better than them.
Yeah.
But in essence, many of them may be doing better than us. And it's just a small portion that America is allowing us to see. They
Yeah.
aren't allowing us to see the waterfalls. They aren't allowing us to see the black and brown
Yeah.
doctors that's here in
The
America.
tropical resorts is so pretty out there too.
Man,
Mhm.
the
It's pretty.
bamboozlement of it
Yeah,
all.
I see those commercials, and then that's when the gratefulness came. That's when the thanking God, because we was very grew up in church. You know what I mean? And but for all that, I thought that was normal. I thought that was regular. I thought everybody in my class was in that line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When we go online, I say, well, my boy Jeff and his family, they must came here earlier. But his mother and father, good education, both doctors. He's spoiled. He got everything he need. He got come
Hmm.
with new Nikes and whatever the trending clothing that was out at that time. He got all that. You know what I'm saying? But when he see me, he don't understand. He like, how you don't got no Nikes? How you ain't got no Reeboks?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now
And
you
I'm
got
like,
those buddies on.
yes, I said, man, I got these Buster Browns. These my joints. And I'm walking like I'm,
Happy.
he's like,
Just
boy,
because they're new.
I'm good. I got a new pair of shoes. I'm grateful like that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He got the style and stuff, and then he when his little bop on, you know what I mean? Then he getting all the girls and all the clout, you know what I mean? And I'm like, why I got new clothes too. What? And then I never put two and two together. I was
Yeah.
confused. I was like, how everybody know him? You know what I'm saying? But only people that knew something about me growing up is because one thing, growing up since I was kindergarten all the way until whatever, because I can draw. I
Mm.
didn't think that was a big deal to me.
That's part of your superpower.
Yeah, I was like, oh, but he can draw. Like, y'all can draw too. What you mean? I thought everybody can draw.
Hmm.
I went to art class, and then okay. I said, you can't do this. They were like, no. I thought you drew Big Bird like Big Bird, look like Big Bird. That look just like Big Bird, just like the picture. But you know what I'm saying? His didn't. I'm like, how he can't draw? I didn't.
Mine would be a stick figure. So.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm thinking everybody can do this.
Mm-hmm.
I was good on the Etch a Sketch.
Oh,
I
wow.
Yeah, I was nice on that. Then I passed it to my classmates. They just do a line. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, I was confused. I'm like, what the, how you can't do I
Nope.
didn't know. I'm like, what the, I was confused. I was confused. I didn't know.
It's so crazy. The things that it's a lot of times it's the kids. Like I didn't know that, and not that there's anything wrong with food pantries, because even as an adult, I have gone into food pantries and stuff
Right.
like that just to supplement. But it was other kids who made it seem like it was so wrong because they, oh, you got that free cheese. Oh, you got that. I seen your mama making such and such for dinner. She got that from the free food line. It
Yeah,
was
yeah,
other
yeah.
kids that made the experience even
Yeah, yeah, and
just
then I didn't
horrible.
understand that they was teasing me. I was laughing with them.
Hmm.
I guess they thought I was crazy 'cause that stuff didn't comprehend with me because I was a different type of child. I was
Yeah.
always I'm like I am now, always smiling, happy. I wear a heart on my sleeves. I never really showed my emotions to people. Number
Hmm.
one, I didn't trust everybody. Number two
Yes.
is it's just my personality. Like you would never know I'm going through something. Like because I was always smiling. Everybody always told me, "Man, he always smiling. He never go through nothing." Like I'm like, yeah, I'm going through something, bro. Until I got to my teenage years, then it all came out. But still, people used to always praise me in my artwork, but that never bothered me. I'm like, I'm at the back of my mind, I'm saying,
Hmm.
so what I can draw. Like now, I never
Hmm.
people used to always be "Oh, he a beast with that." Like people used to brag on me and everything, and I'm like, that's, that's what I do. I don't know what
Do
to
you still
say.
draw?
Yeah, I got a whole pile of canvas work right here. I got a whole yeah. I got I'm saying painted drip is my IG art page.
Paint and drip?
Painted drip, painted underscore drip. I do sneakers, I do canvas, I do hoodies, I do everything. I do murals, all that kind of stuff.
What?
Clarence from Clarence from
Lackawanna?
Water. He
Hmm.
did that
Art
on South
school?
Park. That he did that mural that's still there with Ralphie Boy, the Metro bus at the bus stop.
Hmm.
Yeah, I helped him with that.
Oh, wow. Did you really?
Yeah, he used to come out with the airbrush, and I used to come out there, and he seen my work. And one day he was out there. One day it was at nighttime. He was out there, and I think I ran away from the group home or something. He was out there with the spotlight, and he was still doing the. He was like, he was like, "Man, you want to do something?" He said, "Man, go ahead and do the on top of the metro bus, do that airbrush that for me at the clouds and stuff." So I did that, and he was like, and he came and touched it up a little better, but he liked the way I did it. He was like, okay. He said, "Yo, man, you all right?" You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Clarence McCutcheon, man. Rest in peace, man. He passed away of cancer, but yeah, he did that mural, and they kept that mural up to honor him. They
It's
never
still up there.
yeah, and
It's
because the people owners was gonna paint over it, but a lot of the city council people was telling him about the guy, and he was one of the top artists out of Lackawanna, and he was real, that was his outlet. He was a regular old guy. He was an alcoholic and in drug addict and stuff like that, but that was his outlet. So they kept it up to the honor of him, what they knew his story. Then
mm.
they had on the news about his life and everything, and about that painting, and it's still there to this day.
Yeah,
Um,
you are fire. I'm looking at the microphone with a picture of Africa that
yeah,
you did. That is fire.
yeah, 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 yeah,
That
yeah.
is
I
fire.
wrote up my page, but I never really thought nothing of it. I never really when people used to praise me for my work, I'm like, I don't know. I don't. I'm not excited about it because it's
It's
just
your superpower. It comes easy to
part of
you.
yeah, it's part of me. I did that. That was a real heavy outlet for me. Very heavy outlet for me growing up. My mom
Wow.
said I used to draw all types of blood, violence, and everything, because that's how I express myself with my art. Everything piece of art represents something about me. I don't just do it to do it. I don't just do it
Hmm.
because I can do it. It's a reflection of me. Every time I can't just sit down and just do a piece of art and just do it just because I'm bored. I gotta do it for a purpose.
Hmm.
You know what I
Check
mean?
out check out Sierra Jazz. He's on my page. he's does artwork also on shirts, on clothing as
Yeah,
well. I
yeah,
think you
I do
might
paint
like.
on shirts too, yeah.
Yeah, that I think you might like that.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah,
are
yeah. I think I got some on my painted drip out there. I got a couple pieces of shirts. I think I posted. Yeah, I do. The first one I did the girl's grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
Missy. With yeah, I did that portrait of her grandmother. Her mother passed. I did that portrait for her. That's the first picture on painted drip. Yeah, I do. I did that, and then helping my wife. My wife did the detail. She's a painter too.
Oh
And,
wow, you both are creative.
we collab on some stuff. We got the Nipsey Hustle that's crazy that we did together,
Oh
and
wow,
also a Egyptian piece that we team up on some stuff together. I know we both are.
really?
Yeah, we definitely into. Went to the same school. She went to BOCES. I went to BOCES with different years. She graduated from Pittsburgh Art Institute for art degree, and yeah, and that's what she's a graphic artist by trade, and and that's what we got in common when we first met was art. That
Hmm.
was an outlet for her when she was going through things growing up in her life, and that was her outlet too. To she expressed herself in her work, and that's me. I can't just sit down and just do a piece of work just because I could do it. It got to be a purpose,
Yeah,
business or something I'm feeling. That's it. I can't if I don't have those 2 things, I won't do no I won't pick a note, paint, brush up, I won't pick up a marker, nothing. I just I
gotta
do
feel
music
it.
side of it, and that's my other creative side, my music side of it. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, so I never really, and people thought that I thought people thought that was weird that I wasn't excited about stuff like that. I wasn't
Because
excited about that.
they say when you do something and you would be able to do it and not get paid for it, that's when you know it's your purpose. When it feels good inside, that's part of your superpower. That's your extra income right there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
your
it
that
is.
you are good. You
Yeah,
are really good. I like those Bill sneakers.
yeah, I did that for my daughter, yeah, and she posted them up on Facebook. And she said that she always give me praise on my work every time. She's amused of my work. Her and my youngest boy, JJ, my youngest son, they amuse on my work all the time. They brag on me all the time. My dad did this. He nice with this. Boom boom. I'm like, son, that's just what I do, son. It's not,
Now, does any of your children draw? Can they
yeah,
are they
my
artistic like
daughter
that?
she can draw the one I did shoes for. She could draw, but that's her that's not her baby. Her baby is really helping people in medical and stuff like that. She's a nurse going for
Mm,
her RN now, but yeah,
mm.
she's in more than that. But she can draw. My youngest boy can draw real good, and all my other kids. I don't know about my daughter KK. I never really seen her. She liked my work because I'm doing her pair of shoes now. Um, but yeah, I think she's more in the music. She can sing.
Yeah.
She's a singer.
I have three
Rather,
that can draw really well. They definitely do not get that from my side of the family. They get
mhm,
that from their dad's side of the family. They're heavy into the anime
yeah,
drawing those type of characters. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm waiting for my one of my daughters to come out with one of those books, one of
Yeah.
those anime books. So,
Yeah, and that's that's
mhm.
that's that's my bucket list to do a comic book. That's my bucket
Mhm.
list to do, but I wanna do it, of the story of my life, you know what I mean? I wanna do a series of that. That's on my bucket list after the music. I promised myself I'm gonna do 2 more projects and maybe like 5 or 6 more singles, probably 2023, and I think that'd be it for me to do music. I'm not gonna really be I might produce, I might do tracks and produce, but as far as me just doing writing lyrics, I think, I'm always gonna write them, but as far as presenting them and putting them out on a platform for people to hear, I think 2023 will be my last year. I'm gonna focus
Yeah.
on my art side of it and work on my comic book. I'm working on a script about my
Mm.
life, a couple script about my life, and I got a story that I've been writing slowly on, called Chess, and, 'cause I'm a chess player, but it's a story behind, how I learned
Mm.
how to play chess. So I'm gonna write a script and do a movie on that.
I
Um,
can't wait to have you on the show to interview you. I
yeah,
can't
yeah,
wait
yeah.
to have you on the
Spoken
show.
before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then sometime this week we're gonna pre-record the about the Buffalo artists.
Yeah.
Talk about
Um,
that.
and with that right there, that's a good thing you got going on, but with me bringing people to the table, I wanna bring people that's serious. I don't wanna waste your time. I know a lot of people that do
Yes.
music, I know a lot of other cats that do music, but on the level to be on your platform. Yeah,
Thank you for that, because that is the challenge right there. I
yeah,
want some people that's serious, not just trying to make music and blow up overnight, but
yeah.
serious about pushing their music. What the what is that? The 1,000 Mile tour?
Uh-huh.
That Danger the Boss and all of those guys. Like I looking at them traveling, it's inspiring to me, because that's what it's all about. They are out there pushing. They're
Mhm.
out there pushing.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, then I'm gonna let you go. It's about that
All right,
time.
bro. It was nice as well. I'm about to run and grab me some coffee. So
Yeah.
have a great day. I got to go hit
Yeah.
that 9 to 5
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. 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 Have a good day on purpose.
You too, bro. Thank you so much. I sure am. Thank you for my
Yeah.
flowers. I
Yeah.
appreciate
Yeah. I
it.
love you. I love you
Have a
for that.
good
Thank
one.
you.
All
All
right.
right now. No doubt. It's your boy, the Joker, the Overlook MC. No doubt.